Hey, welcome back to training. Let's cover the 4 weapon safety rules before we start. The first weapon safety rule is treat every weapon as if it is loaded, even when you know that it's not. The second weapon safety rule, never point your weapon at anything you aren't willing to destroy. The third weapon safety rule, keep your fingers straight and off the trigger until you're up on target and ready to fire. And the fourth rule is know your target and what lies beyond. All right, you know the drill. Let's clear out our pistols to ensure we are not training with a loaded gun. First, if you have a manual safety, put your weapon on safe. Then remove the magazine, lock your slide to the rear, and conduct your 3-point check of your chamber, magazine well, and slide face. Ensure all 3 areas are clear of any bullets. Send your slide home, and now we know we're working with a completely cleared out pistol. And if for any reason you're unable to ensure that your pistol is completely clear, do not continue training with this video. All right, so today's lesson has 3 segments. We're going to start off by quickly reviewing sight focus and trigger control, and then we're going to practice quickly picking up our pistol and taking a first shot. And then we're going to finish our video by practicing a real-life defensive situation, get ourselves into that mindset so that we can test the skills that we've been developing up until this point in the program. Let's get to work. All right, let's go ahead, jump right into this. So what we're going to do today is slowly progress, and then that way by the time we get to our real-life situation, we kind of practice the fundamentals, and then we speed it up a little bit, and then we kind of go into our real-world situation. So take your time in the first couple minutes of this video and really focus on your fundamentals. Good grip. Punch out, good sight alignment. If you have a red dot, try and pick up that red dot as fast as you can. And once you punch out, good support hand. And then smooth, steady trigger pull. And let's pick up our gun every single time because we're about to do this quickly. So really focus on the fundamentals. So high firm grip, high middle finger on the trigger guard, finger straight off the trigger, thumb out of the way. High index finger on the trigger guard on your support hand, maximum contact, high and forward, chest out, right chest to punch out, and then smooth, steady trigger pull. Equal height, equal light, center mass if you're working with iron sights. Okay, I'm just going to be quiet for the next minute or two, and that way you can really focus on those fundamentals. Remember, pull that pistol into your hand every single time. Because when we do this quickly, don't just pick it up and then go, right? You want to have that really good grip, because if you don't have a good grip from the get-go, then you're not going to be able to take shots quickly and accurately. So make sure you get that really good grip. You know, think about that going into this real-world situation. And start slow with the fundamentals and then slowly speed up. Do this for 1 more minute, and then we're really going to focus on going quick, and then we're going to try to put ourselves in the headspace of that real world situation and then try to go quick. Remember, vice grip down with that support hand. Right? Don't get lazy with it. There's lots of things to start to think about as we start building this foundation, but don't forget the fundamentals, right? Good stance, good grip, good sight alignment, good trigger control. All right, let's do it one more time. All right, now let's focus on speeding up. All right, now let's put down our pistols, pick out a target, and I want you to, with good fundamentals, pick up your pistol as quickly as you can, get on target, and take that shot. So what you're trying to simulate, not really getting into that headspace, but think about the urgency that you're going to have when someone breaks into your house and you have to grab your pistol. That's the type of urgency you need to start to be able to practice with, so that way, if you ever have to use those skills in that type of situation, it's not the first time that you're kind of getting into that headspace. So think about going quickly in a way that you would be defending your life, right? The same type of speed and urgency. Okay, so pick a target, I got mine. And just go at your own pace. So. Think about the fundamentals. Don't let the fundamentals break down. If you can't go super duper fast without breaking down your fundamentals, then don't go super duper fast. Right? Go as fast as you can while maintaining your fundamentals. You can increase your speed over time, but if your fundamentals start to break down, that's not good practice. So you want to go as fast as you can while maintaining fundamentals, and you can break your fundamentals a tiny little bit, right? That's when you start to improve. But you don't want your fundamentals to totally fall apart because then you're not practicing correctly. But if your fundamentals are, it's the same as like going to the range. If your shots are slightly off target, that means you're pushing yourself. But if they're like spread all over the page, then you need to bring it back center, focus on fundamentals, and then you can start pushing yourself again. All right, let's do, 5, 6 shots of this. And then we'll practice a real world situation. Okay. And once you punch out, right, take that shot, really think about, okay, did I do everything I was supposed to do? High firm grip, high middle finger, chest, out, maximum contact, all these different things. Good sight alignment. I'll do this for one more minute. I'm going to move your stance too. Don't just be stuck, right? Move around the room. High, low targets, left and right. So that was a bad rep. I hit my box, so reset, do it cleanly. All right, one more time. All right, now let's get into our real world situation. Try to put ourselves in that mindset and then try taking a quick shot. All right, time to test out these skills. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start by doing a quick little mini workout. You can do jumping jacks, air squats, push-ups, whatever you wanna do. Something that is cardiovascularly intense. That way you get your blood pumping, because in a situation like this, your blood is not gonna be at a normal resting rate. So get your blood pumping. And I'm going to give you some tips as we're doing our quick little workout. And then at the end, I'm going to explain the situation. And then I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. You're going to pick up your pistol and you're going to shoot a target as quickly as you can. You don't want your fundamentals to break down, but you want to push your skills. And I want you to, once you pick up your pistol, shoot your target, I want you to stop right there. And I want you to see, okay, where were my sights? How is my grip? How is my stance? Right? Am I totally hunched over? Right? Focus on your fundamentals right after you take that shot. You pick it up, take the shot, and then where were you, right? We're not aiming in. We're going to be practicing our point shooting, right? So, boom, you're going to be taking that shot as quickly as possible. So, once you come up, boom, shoot your target, and then check your sights, see where you're at, check your grip. So, that's what this is going to do, and we're going to do this for the next, 6.5 minutes. So, you can do whatever type of workout you want as long as it's cardiovascularly intense. That way you get your heart rate up, and let's get right into it. So, the Green Beret that I created this course with said that whenever because I have never been in a situation like this, but he has on multiple occasions, and he's had to use his skills to make sure that he came out successful. And he said that the thing that he tells himself the moment before he's going to have to do work is in 2, 3, 4, breath wise, in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, do what you have to do. So he said that brings him back center so he doesn't panic. And he said it's easy to get wrapped up in, oh my gosh, this situation I'm in is totally insane. But he's like, I have the training, I know what I need to do, so I just take a second, compose myself, and then I do what I have to do. So if you can use that ditty, maybe that's helpful to you. If you ever get into a situation like this, right, someone starts banging on your door and you know something's wrong, don't, it's going to be hard not to panic, but in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, and then go do what you need to do. Okay. All right, now pick out a target. Because we're not going to pick out a random target. In a real world situation, you're going to know exactly what your target is. So pick out your target right now. I see mine. Now think about someone breaking into your house, slamming on your door. All of a sudden your door comes busting down. Your kids are screaming. You know, someone potentially going to hurt yourself, people that you love. You're the only person that can defend yourself and your family. Get your target. You have to defend yourself and everybody that you love. 3, 2, 1, go. That was a pretty good repetition for me. I point shooted well. I was like an inch off of my target. Now my target's only, 10, 12 feet away, but that's probably gonna be a situation in a house. Like you're not gonna be, unless you live in a McMansion, you're not gonna be taking shots at a threat, 20, 30, 40 feet away. So let's jump right into it, do it again. Now you want to push yourself during these scenarios, but you don't want to go so hard that your fundamentals totally break down. Because if you're practicing with really poor fundamentals, then you're just instilling poor muscle memory. So push yourselves. You should be pushing beyond your limits a little bit, right? Because if you don't push beyond your limits, then you'll never get better. But if you're practicing really poor fundamentals and you punch out and your sights are all over the place and your grip is terrible and your stance is, totally wrong, then slow it down a little bit, right? And if you do really poorly, that's totally fine, right? That's why we're doing this. So the first time that we ever do this for real, if we ever have to, right, we've kind of put ourselves in the situation before and we can think, okay, in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4, you know what to do, so go do what you have to do. All right, a couple more seconds. Pick out a different target, a different level. I'm gonna go for a light switch down here. All right, stop. You're the only person that can protect yourself and your loved one. Everyone depends on you. Your life depends on your skills right now. 3, 2, 1, go. A little more to the right than I wish I would have been. Still really good. I was just like right on the edge of this outlet box, which is pretty good. And remember when I said about point shooting, if you're in a light box, right, once you start, your adrenaline starts pumping. As long as you can get like in a light box, when you're calm, this is the target when you're under pressure. So it gives you a lot of wiggle room. So that was still a good shot. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it would have been an effective and lethal shot. And I would have eliminated a threat. So let's jump into it right again. A little bit of humor for an intense situational video is when I was in the military. Shout out Corporal Dotson. I had this corporal and he was like, whew, when I first got to the fleet, he was mean. Everybody was afraid of this guy. He was like your classic military guy who was just loved messing people up. And so he was gonna do PT the next morning. And he goes, we're gonna do many. And we're all like, oh my gosh, this is gonna suck. He took us on like a 1 mile run to this location. And then we just did like 500 or 600 jumping jacks. Like the first 200 or 300, I remember, like weren't that bad. And then your calves like start to burn. And then you do like another 100 and they start burning even more. It's like, oh my gosh. And then like 500 and 600, oh my gosh. It was like my calves had never been on, like I've never done 500 or 600 jumping jacks before. It was intense. So shout out Corporal Dotson. I'll never forget that morning. All right, now let's get serious again. Think about what you be going through. Remember, in 2, 3, 4, out 2, 3, 4. Do what you have to do. Push yourself. Point shooting. And once you're done shooting, see where your fundamentals landed. Pick your target. I got mine. Stop. All right. Your life and everybody's life that you love depends on your skills right now. 3, 2, 1, go. That was the best rep of them all. All right, these are the types of skills that you are going to need in a real world situation. So if you want to practice this for a couple more minutes, I highly encourage you to do so. This is really like the one skill that you have to know, right? picking up your pistol, taking that shot, confirming your sights, making sure that your point shooting is accurate enough to a good distance so that you can be lethal and effective while your blood is, your heart rate's elevated, your blood's pumping. So if you need a little bit more time with this, please feel free to either watch this section again or just practice it a little bit more. Otherwise, next time, stay safe. Until next time, stay safe, live free, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.